This is the Propella 9S Pro Class 1 electric bike that rides just as nicely as it looks. It features 2-inch wide tires, hydraulic disc brakes, and a great looking black matte aluminum alloy frame with subtle blue hints throughout. At first glance, the 9S Pro looks just like a regular bike with a massive water bottle attached to it. That water bottle is actually the bike's 36-volt, 350 watt-hour battery that powers the rear gear-hubbed motor. I definitely love that it's a top-loading battery instead of releasing downward toward the wheel like some of the previous e-bikes I've reviewed. This makes taking the battery out and in much easier, and it doesn't get as much dirt kicked up at it from the tire. With that said though, the water bottle screws have been placed under the frame, so keep that in mind for any accessories you might want to attach, like an actual water bottle. You can plug in the battery for charging by flipping open this cap on top of it. You can also unlock the battery on the side near the bottom and remove it to charge elsewhere or for safekeeping. There's a battery level indicator located on the front with a nice looking LED display. Charge times sit around 2.5 hours, and Propella estimates a riding range of between 25 and 45 miles. Of course, that number varies based on how much assist you're using, the resistance of the road, and more. If that's not enough juice, or maybe your battery is damaged or lost, Propella does sell their Extra Pro battery packs for $350. These batteries weigh around 4.5 pounds. Since this is a Class 1 e-bike, it means the bike doesn't have a throttle, which is a bit of a bummer since throttles are often my favorite part of riding an electric bicycle. In fact, none of the bikes that Propella offers have a throttle, so here's hoping for something in the future. However, the upside is that Class 1 bikes are often lighter and typically look more like regular bicycles. It also means that the 9S Pro has a top speed of 20 miles per hour when using the pedal assist. That assist has 5 levels to enjoy, and you control it from the color LCD display located on the handlebar's left side. You turn it on by holding down the power button in the middle. Pressing the plus or minus buttons will adjust how much assistance the motor will provide. The large number in the middle is your current speed, and the number to the left of it is how much power you're currently using. Holding down the minus button activates the bike's walk mode, which is useful when you need to push your bike up a steep hill. Holding down the plus button will make the display brighter. By pressing the power button, you can toggle the bottom left corner between an odometer, your max speed, average speed, and trip length. The bottom right corner shows your distance traveled. Holding down the plus and minus buttons together will reset these stats. The meter on the right side shows the percentage of battery you have left. Holding down the power and minus buttons together will open up the settings menu, where you can adjust things like units of measurement, or even under advanced settings, how fast the motor will kick in when you start to cycle. You can see mine is set to 0 because I want it to kick in as quickly as possible. When you're not using the pedal assist, the bike has a 1x9 gear range that is controlled by the Shimano Altis shifter over on the right side handlebar. Pressing with your thumb shifts the gear down, and pulling with your finger shifts it up. Even with no battery assistance, the bike feels great to ride. In fact, it feels just like riding a standard non-electric bike. Now, this is mostly personal preference, but I'm not a huge fan of when the battery sticks out from the frame, kind of like a water bottle. When it comes to e-bikes, I much prefer the look when the battery is nicely integrated into the frame. Visuals aside, it also helps disguise the bike as something closer to a typical non-electric bike, which is useful when bike thieves are picking out which person they're going to rob. Having the battery so prevalent really drives home the fact that this bike is expensive. And while I'm being nitpicky, the gear and brake cables are also fastened outside the bike along the top frame. This makes it a little uncomfortable on your hand when picking it up. I find it looks really nice when the cables get nicely integrated and hidden inside the bike's frame. The 9S Pro does hide the battery cables inside, so it would have been nice to see that with these other cables too. Of course, none of these are deal breakers. This bike doesn't come with fenders, but it does have both the front and rear holes needed for various accessories if you want to attach some yourself. With that said, Propella does sell fenders for their bikes and even have installation videos if you want to stay in the same ecosystem. The bike does come with a kickstand. If you're someone hoping to ride both on and off-road, the 9S's 2-inch wide tires will make that possible. As someone who lives in a tiny walk-up apartment and has to store their bikes inside, I was happy to see the 9S weighs just 41 pounds, even less if you take the battery off first. This means it's quite easy for me to pick up and carry around. And as someone who just finished reviewing a 93-pound bike, this was a breath of fresh air. You've probably been wondering about this seat post I've attached to the bike. This is the CNET suspension seat post. Propella also sent me this extra accessory that is not included with the bike purchase, but I felt paired well with the 9S Pro. This seat post replaces the main post and attaches to the seat like normal. It comes with a range of springs that help make riding feel more comfortable and smooth. While this doesn't really change how the road's bumps and cracks feel on my arms and wrists, it is pretty noticeable for my butt. Really large bumps are still prevalent, but smaller obstacles almost vanish, and you're left kind of bouncing or swaying from the impact. Considering the 9S doesn't have any form of suspension, I've really enjoyed this add-on. The CNET suspension seat post retails for $250. The Propella 9S Pro retails for $1,600, which puts it right in the middle of your standard electric bike price range. Since this is Propella's latest bike model, it has a number of upgrades over the previous bike, the 7S, which retails for around $1,200. The 9S has a larger battery, slightly higher top speed, 9 instead of 7 gears, and hydraulic instead of mechanical brakes. The 7S is also 4 pounds lighter if weight is a big deciding factor for you. One of the great things about Propella's bikes is that they're super easy to put together when the box shows up. They even have assembly videos for every bike they offer that you can follow along with to make things even easier. The 9S Pro doesn't necessarily have any standout, unique features, but that's okay since it checks a lot of boxes for me as an e-bike rider. Its light 41-pound weight makes it easy to maneuver and fit into my lifestyle. The 9-speed gear range and 5 levels of pedal assist give me a ton of options for how to tackle my commute, and the wide but not super huge tires let it ride nicely on different terrain. However, I do always wish my e-bikes had a throttle, and I personally wish this battery didn't stand out so much. If you're curious about some of the other e-bikes we've looked at, check out our playlist full of them. Thanks for watching.